there, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor, and you're watching another episode of One on One, the show where I talk about everything comic book related. So if you're a crazed comic book maniac like I am, this is probably the place for you, and I certainly hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel, liking the content, and you know what? Hit that notification button so you'll know when I upload my next video, which is usually once or twice a week. Also, by subscribing to the channel and leaving comments, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be having an amazing draw for some free comic book pressing and cleaning and some other great gifts. So why don't you have a look at the information section below for more details on that. Now, on today's video, I'm going to talk about something that I've been asked time and time again to do a video on, and that is to discuss those big hulking machines behind me. That's right, those comic book presses. Now, those comic book presses are actually dry mount presses. I'm going to talk about the ones I use in detail on this video. So sit back, relax. Here we go. All right, so the first press we're going to look at is a Commercial 200 by Seal. This is a great little two book press. These also come in a single book press as well too. But these are the ones I have. I have one here and I have another one just over there. You can see the other. I got a pair of these right now. I have a third one as well in storage just in case one of these ones goes kaput. And that's kind of funny because this one has gone kaput. I'm currently using it as a cold press, but it's a pretty easy fix. I'll show you over here. Now these are mechanical. I mean, these are old. These are probably from I would think the mid 70s into the early 80s. And they're pretty straightforward in terms of how they're built and constructed and how they work. Right now, the switch is giving me a problem, so I've got to replace this switch over here. And again, it's like a $5 part. Very easy. I already did the other one over there, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to change that one out. And it should be working again, no problem. This one also does not have a thermostat, so you can't tell the temperature the books are at. So you're going to have to go out and pick up one of these little guys right here, like a temperature reader. You can grab one of these from Home Depot or Amazon, whatever. But yeah, you're definitely going to need one of those when you're working on this press because, again, you cannot gauge the heat. And these babies do heat up pretty hot. And another thing with these ones, they're the thermostat, which is located just below the switch here, the dial. There's a thermostat back here. That thermostat is mechanical, and once it starts faulting, it can spike the heat significantly. So you want to take the thermostat out, you want to use emery paper, clean the contacts, try to get it working again, and put it in and recalibrate the machine. And then you can probably get to, be able to set the temperature, and it'll stay in a consistent temperature. The big problem with the thermostats that have gone kaputs is that the temperature can spike. So you'll set it like 140 or whatever, you'll come back at 250. So you don't want that to happen when you're working on your comic books. You want to make sure the thermostat's working well. Again, this one, the thermostat's working pretty good. I already fixed it and calibrated it, but again, the switch has gone on me, so that is something I'm going to fix. Again, using it as a cold press, it's fantastic. When you buy them, you want to make sure the pads are in decent shape. And this pad's okay. It's not perfect. It's kind of dry around the edge. You can see little bits of it are, down. Oh, that's not bits of it actually. Well, you can see right here as I zoom in, you can see it's starting to deteriorate somewhat, but it's still spongy. It's still fine. The top is in good shape. It's not all ripped and torn. I've seen much worse. You want to keep that in mind. You don't want to buy one of these if the pad is all gone or if there is no pad, because the pad costs around $100 just to swap it out. And the thermostat, if you decide you want to put a brand new thermostat in one of these, you can. There is one place, I forget the name of the company in the States, that does sell leftover parts for this model. Last time I checked, the thermostats were $175 US per. So I just fixed my own rather than putting a new one in. It seems it's pretty dusty in here. Yeah. Whew. Anyways, yeah, great little press. If you want to start learning how to press, I cannot suggest a better one than that. That is the Seal Commercial 200. Again, it comes in a smaller model. And actually a bigger model comes in the 550 as well, which we're going to get to right now. Now this one here is a more modern machine. This is the Benfang, Seal, Benfang, whatever. And Benfang was picked up by Elmer's. Elmer now owns it. Elmer's Glue. They own this company that owns this, I guess this model of press. This one's a great one. This is a fully digital one. It's fantastic. You can set the temperature exactly where you want it. So if you're working on modern books, this is a great press to work on. You can put timers on it, the whole 9 yards. It heats up pretty quickly. They do take a bit of a time to cool off, however. This one here is a 550, And if I'll move back a bit here, you'll see the size of this thing. I can get 9 comic books in this one press. An earlier version of this, more mechanical version, is right here. And this is the Seal Masterpiece 360M. Again, it's another biggie. You can fit 9 books in there. This is the predecessor to the digital one right here, and this one is fantastic as well. And actually, if you'll notice up here, these little doohickeys up here, this is how you adjust the pressure on these machines, on the newer machines. The Commercial 200 I showed you earlier, the ones that are down here, those are a real pain in the butt to adjust the pressure, I'll be honest. The best way to change the pressure on those is to just add substrate underneath the pad. But these ones, you just loosen these bolts up a little bit, and you can adjust it and then tighten it to the pressure you want. So very easy to do. Now, these are called dry mount presses, guys. And it's funny because I have dry mount frames here. These are some Star Wars posters my wife bought me some time ago, but these are actually have been dry mounted. Now that is what the purpose of these machines are right here, to dry mount photographs. And you usually find these machines in at photographic supply houses, you know. Maybe not so much anymore, but that's where I bought this one from. I got this, actually I bought both of the big ones from a couple of photographers. This one out of Saskatoon, Canada, and that one out of Montreal. I have another big one like this again, an extra one in the back, which I bought also out of, I think, Montreal. No, actually, Alberta, now that I think about it. But they were both photographers. But again, these machines were intended to do this, to take photographs and to mount them on boards, right? But they also double as a fantastic comic book press. These are what you want to use. You want to try to avoid buying those Chinese t-shirt presses everyone's buying. They just don't give the consistency and the pressure that these machines do. Now, these are my big ones. I've got, like I said, a 9-book press here, another 9-book press over there, a 2-book press, 2-book press. I have another 2-book press here. This is a Seal Commercial 210. This is another 2-book press. This one does have a thermostat on it, which is fantastic. I would imagine the thermostat is also pretty much mechanical, like the other one down there. And I haven't taken it out, to be honest. I never had to. This one's worked perfectly since I bought it. Yeah, great little machine. Again, very easy to adjust the pressure on these with these little toggle bolts on the top. And then right beside, I have a little baby one here. I have a Jumbo 160, and this is a single book press. You can get two presses on, or 2 books in there as well, but I usually just use it as a single book press. If I have to do a quick press on a job or whatever, like for example, I took some books I was under the CGC yesterday. I noticed one just didn't look right, so I popped it out of the bag and gave it a quick press with this baby right here. I love this one. These little guys are fantastic. They heat up really fast and they cool down pretty quick. Now, when one of these babies heats up, it takes a few hours for it to cool down. So when you put 9 books in there, those books are in there for hours and hours until it cools off again. Whereas these guys, if I put a book, say in here, and I set the temperature up nice and to 150 or whatever, and walk away, turn it off, and then walk away, it's probably going to be cool to the touch in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It'll be cool. This one, you're looking at probably 3.5 to 5 hours before it cools, depending on how hot you're running it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Those are the presses I'm currently using. You can find these. You can buy these brand new still, guys. You can buy these from D&K Photography, I think, in the States. This machine will run you brand new around $5,000 right here. You probably find it used if you're lucky to find one, especially a digital one used for a couple of $1,000. But these are really going overboard. These are huge machines, and they're heavy. You don't want to be moving this by yourself. You're going to throw your back out if you do. I'm telling you right now. They weigh about 300 pounds or so for this one. These guys are heavy enough as it is, but these you can manage on your own. Anyways, that's it, guys. If you want more information about these, all of them are listed on my website, comicdoctor.com. You can see them all there. All right. There you go. All right. Well, there you have it. Those are the presses the Comic Doctor uses. What presses are you currently using? Or are you on the hunt for a press? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any questions about these presses, again, let me know in the comment section. Or if you like, you can throw me an email directly, and that's info@thecomicdoctor.com. All right, guys, well, I hope you found that video informative. We'll see you again soon. Until then, take care.